Hi, and welcome to the Grayscale YouTube channel. In the first place, I'll talk about the animation that I created a couple of months ago. In the previous videos that I uploaded, I revealed the making of process of the background that serves as a static support for the short animation. These videos include the rough line, the grayscale tones, and the color of the background. Now, in this current video, which will be a bit longer, I will show you the process that I use to create a frame-by-frame animation. First of all, I start by saying that I am not a professional artist, and all the drawings and digital paintings on this channel are created in my free time. So these videos are much more like a video journal of the drawing process than a step-by-step tutorial. I am new into animating. Actually, this video represents my first frame-by-frame animation, and before this I used to watch few tutorials and making of videos that I found here on YouTube to learn more about the process. I call this short animation the hands of the mountain, and alongside the heart of the mountain and the old man drawing, it is a part of a collection that represents scenes from country life. These rural scenes are inspired by a very small village in Romania that is called Clifești, and they represent my grandparents' household or courtyard. The reason why I choose to reproduce these places is because when I was a small kid and I used to go there in the summertime together with my parents, I did not appreciate these places at the true value, and I used to be a pain in the ass for my parents and grandparents, preferring rather to be at home at 100 kilometers away from those mountains and play with my friends from the neighborhood. But even in those moments, I was aware of the beauty and charm of the places. Therefore, these drawings represents a small tribute, and they are made not out of an obligation, but rather as a rediscovery of those landscapes, places, and beautiful memories. So let's talk about a little bit about the scenes and the process that already started on the screen. At first, I should mention some technical informations. The entire animation has 23 seconds. Each second has 10 frames, so 10 frames per second. By doing a simple math, it will result a total of 230 drawings. 239 to be more specific. I animated on once, which means that each frame has its own and unique drawing. It's a straight ahead animation, so I draw the first frame, I continued with the next one, and so on. I didn't have a milestone to reach like in a pose-to-pose animation. I had the entire idea in my head and I just drew a frame after another. In the process, I made some changes and small adjustments, but I kept the big picture. So, I started to draw the first frames. Basically, the entire scene, it's about two people, two men, that are carrying a small haystack. I started with a rough line drawing. At the beginning the line is pretty insecure, but after a while, when I practice on several frames, I got to know the characters better and better and the way they are going to move. I was using the so-called onion skins to help me follow the previous drawings. The characters wear quite similar and simple clothes, consisting of a white shirt, let's say linen, brown pants, and green hats. I narrowed down my color palette to a very limited range of colors for time considerations and to keep things simple. I choose to draw the buildings this way, like a caricature, with sharp roofs because I wanted to give the painting, well, let's say a cartoonish touch. The sounds are quite simple. I use a background sound of nature with birds, animals, wind, and crickets. I recorded a sound that I made from my lips and use it as a sound for the footsteps when one of the characters goes up the stairs and goes something like this. The sound of the door and the door squeak, it is right from my room door, which needs some oil, but it was exactly what I needed at the moment. Even if it's a short cut, you can find there some hidden things that are quite difficult to spot at the first play. One of those things is more abstract, and it has to do with the haystack. Inside of it, I try to represent somehow, using light and shadow, the passing time in the form of a loading wheel, as long as the two characters are carrying it. After they put it down, the haystack is beginning to display a trickle of water that continues to flow like sand in the sand glass. And of course, in the end, I thought it will be appropriate or rather funny to end with a, let's say, gimmick by transforming the last pile of straw, the one that fails to reach the stable entrance, into a text that says the end, or sfârșit in Romanian. I am currently working on another video which is also part of this Country Life collection, but the scenes will be a little bit different. I can't wait to upload it, but until then enjoy watching this video and don't forget to leave a comment, like or subscribe. Thanks.